pace of AI development feels like warp speed, doesn't it?
It really does.
Keeping students not just, in the slipstream, but actually at the helm while that's the big challenge.
Yeah.
So today, we're diving deep into how one organization, Twin, is trying to navigate this whole educational frontier.
Absolutely. And Twin's mission is pretty powerful, delivering STEM for sustainability globally.
Right.
It's really about giving the next generation the knowledge and, I think, crucially, the ability to apply it to create a better future in this, well, this rapidly evolving world.
And our roadmap for this deep dive today is the Twin Weekly Newsletter from May 11th, 2025.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite a packed issue, covering everything from new tools for teachers and engaging activities for students, all the way to these broader discussions about their impact.
So our goal today is pretty straightforward, really.
Okay.
To really understand Twin's current initiatives and their thinking on that vital connection between AI and education, all gleaned from the insights, inside this newsletter.
Okay, let's unpack this then. The newsletter kicks things off with a pretty significant announcement. Time has recognized Twin as one of the world's top ed tech companies in 2025. That's quite an accolade.
It really is. And, beyond just the prestige, what's interesting here is what this recognition probably signifies. It suggests that Twin's unique approach, this blend of robust STEM education with a strong focus on sustainability. It's resonating, it's gaining traction in a very competitive field. Their practical tools are clearly making an impact.
Makes sense. Now, for the educators listening in, Twin has just launched some enhancements to their platform. The lesson plan generator on the Twin Educator portal has been updated. What strikes you as most significant about these changes?
Well, I think the real value lies in the increased efficiency and the power of customization.
Right.
Educators can now actually select their curriculum, filter content by specific learning standards, and then really tailor those lessons.
Tailor them to the students.
Exactly, to the individual needs of their students, and all with apparently greater ease than before. So this isn't just, a superficial redesign.
No.
It's about giving teachers back valuable time while making sure their teaching is both targeted and effective.
Yeah.
That confidence and alignment, that's key.
Yeah, I can see that. Speaking of bringing advanced tech into the classroom, the newsletter highlights a video called What Uses AI in Your Home? That sounds like a really accessible way to introduce AI to students.
Absolutely. The brilliance there is in making AI tangible. Instead of it being some abstract concept, students can immediately see how it's already sort of woven into their daily lives through devices they know, like smart assistants.
Okay.
And what's particularly insightful, I think, is the connection they draw between these everyday technologies and the larger global sustainability goals, helping students grasp the real-world relevance of AI.
For a more hands-on learning experience, Twin Simulation Lab features an activity called Build a Nucleus. That sounds like a fantastic way to make, the abstract concept of atomic structure a bit more concrete.
It really is. This interactive simulation lets students actively experiment with the fundamental bits of atoms, protons, and neutrons.
Right.
And to understand why certain combinations create stable isotopes while others just don't, this moves beyond just rote memorization to active engagement with core principles of chemistry and physics. That kind of active discovery, it really deepens understanding.
Okay, shifting focus a bit. From the microscopic to the macroscopic, the challenge of the week centers around designing your own city. But there's a really important angle here, isn't there?
Precisely. It's not just about designing any city. The core emphasis is on sustainability and fostering creativity. The challenge specifically mentions innovative concepts, like flying car runways, air trains, integrating solar panels, really trying to ignite imaginative thinking about what future cities could look like.
Yeah, spark some ideas.
Exactly. It's encouraging students to think ambitiously and design intelligently, incorporating their own values and visions for a better future.
Now let's zoom in on practical AI integration for teachers. The newsletter features an AI prompt of the week, specifically tailored for third-grade teachers. This sounds very grounded, like something you could use tomorrow.
It is remarkably practical. The prompt is simple, but incredibly effective, I think.
How so?
Well, it encourages teachers to develop a short, STEM-based activity focused on solar energy, but using the power of storytelling.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, the concept of the sun as a superhero and a solar-powered robot comic, and all achievable with just paper and colored pencils. It's pretty ingenious.
Right, low resource.
Exactly. It makes a potentially complex topic like solar energy engaging and fun for young learners while requiring very few resources.
The newsletter also dedicates some space to a significant discussion titled Meaningful Global Impact with AI. It really appears Twin is positioning itself as a thought leader in this crucial area.
That's a key takeaway, definitely. This session brought together prominent figures from both tech and education sectors
Mm-hmm.
to explore the future trajectory of AI, the latest developments out of Silicon Valley, and its potential to drive inclusive and sustainable education, especially in regions impacted by disasters.
Right.
And with Twin's co-founders actively involved, they're not just implementing AI in education, they're actively contributing to the global dialogue around its ethical and equitable application.
So shaping the conversation.
Exactly. Positioning themselves as a guiding voice in promoting AI literacy and educational equity worldwide.
It's inspiring, actually, to see the real-world application of these ideas in the Twin Projects section, the Erasmus Plus Exchange,
Ah, yes.
where a teacher from their community collaborated with Italian students to design an automatic pet feeder using twin STEM kits. That's a fantastic illustration. And for those maybe unfamiliar, Erasmus Plus is that EU program supporting collaboration in education.
It truly exemplifies the power of international collaboration, doesn't it? And how hands-on STEM learning, using Twin's resources, can spark genuine innovation.
Yeah.
It shows how technology can bridge geographical distances and how collaborative teamwork, regardless of location, can lead to creative and practical solutions.
Beyond these direct applications, the newsletter also shares some inspiring recommendations from educators within the Twin community. Semile Chodore-Cholak recommends a book, The Experiment, and it apparently holds a deeply personal significance for her resilience after the earthquake in Hatay.
Yeah, that personal connection adds a really powerful human dimension to the newsletter.
Mhm.
Her recommendation underscores the role that literature can play in providing strength and a sense of purpose, especially when facing adversity. It reminds us that learning and inspiration can come from many different sources.
And Adi Mildirim suggests the film Les Choristes, also known as The Chorus. What's the underlying message there?
Well, Les Choristes beautifully illustrates the profound impact a dedicated and compassionate teacher can have, even in a challenging environment.
Right.
The film's focus on the transformative power of music to inspire hope and direction.
Yeah.
It aligns with the idea that educators can make a lasting difference in students' lives, even amidst difficult circumstances.
It highlights the importance of connection.
Exactly. And finding innovative ways to reach and engage with students.
Okay, finally, the newsletter touches on some key headlines for educators. This includes a broader look at AI in the classroom and a mention of Michael Moe's GSV talk, Learning at the Speed of Light. It sounds like there are both exciting opportunities and potential challenges on the horizon.
Exactly. The discussion around AI in the classroom acknowledges its potential to streamline tasks for teachers and enrich the learning experience for students.
Which echoes some things we discussed earlier.
Right, like the platform enhancements.
Mm.
However, Michael Moe's talk brings up a crucial point. The potential for AI to actually exacerbate existing inequalities in education.
The digital divide potentially widening.
Potentially. And what's particularly relevant here is Twin's clear commitment to equity. They emphasize their dedication to providing equal opportunities for all students, regardless of their location or socioeconomic background.
So actively trying to bridge those gaps.
Yes, aiming to bridge those gaps through accessible technology and innovative educational resources.
And this leads directly to the final point highlighted, giving every Marie and Albert a chance. This really brings the focus back to that fundamental issue of equity and access.
It really does. The article powerfully highlights the significant disparity that exists between talent and opportunity, particularly for students from low-income backgrounds. The statistics cited that high-potential students from these backgrounds could be 4 times more likely to become innovators if given equal access and inspiration that's truly compelling.
Wow.
Yeah. This underscores Twin's core mission, bringing cutting-edge science and inspiring role models to underserved communities to cultivate that untapped potential, empowering the next generation of innovators and problem solvers.
So as we sort of wrap up our deep dive into this Twin newsletter, it's pretty evident their efforts are wide-ranging. They're focused on delivering practical, AI-enhanced tools for educators, creating engaging, interactive learning for students across diverse STEM subjects, and maintaining the strong, unwavering commitment to global educational equity in this, well, this age of AI.
Ultimately, it all circles back to that central goal, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Bridging the learning gap and ensuring that all students, regardless of their circumstances, have the chance to not just learn, but to truly thrive and contribute meaningfully to shaping the future.
And that leaves you, the listener, with the final question to maybe mull over. As technology continues its rapid transformation of our world, what do you believe is the most crucial role it can and should play in democratizing education, ensuring every student has the chance to reach their full potential in this increasingly AI-driven future? It's certainly a vital consideration given everything we've explored today.